Hey guys, Monica Anderson here with Remax Peak to Peak, and I just wanted to have a conversation with you today about the Winter Park area market. It is nutty, and I think any realtor who is working in this industry right now in the Winter Park area will tell you the same thing. Our inventory is extremely low and the demand is extremely high. What we're seeing is a mass migration from the higher density cities like Denver and on the Front Range, where people were cooped up during the recession, and now they want to be living in the environment they want to live. And if they can now work from home and work remotely and have all of the technological tools at their disposal to do that, they are moving to mountain regions, rural areas, and communities that they can have a little bit more space and be able to recreate and enjoy the activities that they enjoy with their families. That being said, I wanted to tell you a little bit about what I'm seeing with my buyers in this market. A lot of them are going through buyer fatigue. It's extremely competitive, and I'm seeing a ton of just really interesting things, seeing some crazy things, but all in all, I just wanted to give you guys a few tips on how to make your offer stand out and try to be competitive when you're dealing with 15 to 20 other offers on the same listing. I'm looking at a few of my notes here. Definitely number one, you want to have a pre-approval letter. If you're not cash, make sure that you have your financing in order, ready to go, so that you can rock and roll and you're ready to jump on making an offer whenever a new listing pops up. What we're seeing is listings will list on a Friday, they'll show through the weekend, and the seller will be reviewing multiple offers on Mondays, usually getting back and making a decision either that evening or the next morning. Pre-approval or proof of funds. If you're a cash buyer, have those proof of funds ready. Make it easy for your agent to get that submitted. The other thing is have your lender reach out to the listing agent. Talk about the strength of you as a buyer. Any little thing that you can do to put an edge on that financed offer is going to help you out to stay above the rest. Also increase your earnest money amount. That usually shows that you have a little bit more fluidity, especially going into my next point with appraisals. We're seeing that escalation clauses are being written into these offers, meaning that you as a buyer would go in at full price, but you're going to escalate that offer above and beyond any other offer up to a certain amount. So for example, the home or the condo is listed at $250, but you're comfortable with going to $300,000 in $1,000 increments or $2,500 increments, whatever's comfortable to you, above and beyond any other competing offer, and your cap would be $200,000. In the event you do that, you want to be able to show the seller that you can bring any additional funds necessary if that appraisal comes in low, and we are seeing that in this market. So be prepared. If you're ready to go $50,000 over what list is, make sure that you are prepared to bring worst case scenario $50,000 if it doesn't appraise to close. That's going to make your offer stand out. That's going to put you above the competition. Above and beyond that, I'm seeing people remove contingencies. This is a really scary thing to do, but if you are financed and you can't get a bridge loan or you don't have funds that can be pulled out of other accounts, investment accounts or a stock portfolio, to make your offer cash, you're going to want to be able to remove some contingencies. And I've seen buyers remove everything. So that means there's no inspection objection, there's no loan objection. They're guaranteeing that they're going to buy these properties. And when they put that earnest money down, whatever it is, $10,000, $20,000, that immediately goes hard. So if that buyer terminates the contract, that goes to the seller. I know that's a big chunk to chew. Myself as a buyer, I would be pretty intimidated by that, but people are really getting creative in this market, and we're seeing some really interesting things. But there are other ways to make your offer stand out, rather than removing contingencies, which I personally don't recommend, but I do see it winning deals. The other way for a finance buyer to stand out beyond and above the competition would be to offer to pay for some of those seller costs. Some items that sellers will pay for at closing. Most of the time they're going to be paying for title. So if you as a buyer are willing to front that $15,000 to $2,000 title commitment, order and pay for title. Offer to pay for any HOA assessment transfer fees. Winter Park has a 1% property transfer tax that's collected at closing. Offer to pay that for the seller. Make it really easy for the seller to want to accept your offer. Another way to do that would be to offer to purchase the property as is and let the seller know, hey, we're going to have an inspection, but unless there's something that makes this home inhabitable, or if it's a major cost, if you find out there's something wrong with the foundation or a hot water heater or furnace is failing, unless you find something like that in the inspection, that you're not going to nickel and dime. I think those are pretty much it. Of course, you want to come in strong. You want to try to make that offer as quick as possible to close. Pay for seller costs, offer to make up the difference if an appraisal comes in low, and you'll be setting yourself up to be in prime position that next time you go in to compete for an offer. That being said, thank you for watching this message. And of course, if you have any questions about the real estate market in the Winter Park, Colorado area, I'm your gal, Monica Anderson here with RE/MAX Peak to Peak, and you can reach me at 970-531-9680. I look forward to connecting with you soon.